Welcome back to Tamara's garden. I welcome you all garden lovers to my garden where you will find all the beautiful plants and details of growing plants, how to grow and care. So today's topic is the plants that you can grow from cuttings. Plants are is to grow from cuttings and from water propagation, and you can put them in soil and grow. Now here are some of the plants that I will show which you can grow from stem cuttings. The first and the most easy to grow plant is the pothos. Pothos plant you can grow with just a single stem. What you can do is you can cut them from the stem where there's a node, and you can propagate them in water also, and you can put them in soil and grow many plants. You can make many free plants. Keep this plant in a shady area, give it filtered sunlight, and also do not overwater, though they love the moisture soil. So this is the first plant that I show out of the other plants which you can grow from cuttings. Syngonium plant, also another plant which is shade loving, and also they grow well in indirect sunlight. This is another beautiful permanent plant which you can grow from stem cuttings. See that there's a node in the stem so that you can easy to grow this. And also this is also another plant which will prefer the well balanced and moistured soil. So grow this beautiful green plant in your garden and one of the permanent plants to grow. There are many varieties of Dracaena plant and you can grow them from cuttings easily. This is another beautiful plant which prefers the indirect sunlight and grows well in the moistured soil. These plants also easy to grow from cuttings, and they are in beautiful colorful varieties, and they are permanent plants also. Song of India, a beautiful foliage, and also one of the beautiful plants which prefers the indirect sunlight, and also they grow well from cuttings. You can propagate it in water, and after that you can put it into a pot. So now this is not a very huge pot, but it grows really well. The foliage is so beautiful, one of the permanent plants too. Croton plants also prefers the partial to indirect sunlight. They also a beautiful plant which you can grow from cuttings in water, and you can easily put them in soil and propagate them. These stems also are in various colors and adds beauty to your garden, and this is such a beautiful plant to add to your garden as a permanent plant, and also can grow from cuttings. Now plant also grows from cuttings. This is a beautiful plant which prefers the high humidity and also grows with a single leaf or stem. Such a beautiful foliage. There are some other colors also where I have this green and white foliage. Beautiful plant, a permanent plant too. Wandering Jew plant fits into any pot, small pot or big pot. You can hang them also. This is another plant which grows from stem cuttings and very easy to maintain, and one of the permanent plants. They do not request a lot of fertilizer, so it easy to maintain and low cost plant, and also one of the permanent plants. Once you have this plant in your garden, you will have many free plants out of them. ZZ plant is another beautiful indoor permanent plant which you can propagate from cuttings. You can put a stem in water and propagate, or you can grow these plants from leaves also. This is another plant you can have indoors, and also a permanent plant, beautiful feng shui plant also. So this is another permanent plant which prefers the indirect sunlight, and also you don't need to water them every day. They grow from bulbs. So this is another plant which you can grow from cuttings. Devil's backbone plant is another plant which you can easily grow from stems, and you can propagate them easily, one of the permanent plant. This plant is said to be poisonous for pets, so always keep them away from pets and small children. So this is another permanent plant, beautiful foliage which prefers the shady or the partial sunlight and grows really fast from stem cuttings. Jade plant or the happiness plant is another plant which you can grow from small stems. As you can see, even 2 leaves is enough for you to grow. So this is another beautiful plant which you can grow from stems, and you don't need to water them every day since they are succulents. They prefer only the moisture balance in the soil, and also this plant has to be exposed to sunlight. So this is another beautiful plant which you can keep indoors, but make sure that it is closer to a window which gets the morning sunlight. You have to expose it to about 5 to 6 hours of sunlight for better growth. Lucky bamboo is another permanent plant which you can multiply easily if you have one plant with a single stem. So this is another permanent plant which you can easily propagate from a stem cutting. You can put it in water and propagate, or else directly put it in soil where the soil has to be well draining, and also they also prefer the moisture in the soil. A beautiful green plant for your home garden. So you can keep this indoors or you can keep it outdoors. This plant also prefers the shady or the partial sunlight. So this is another plant to grow from stem cuttings.